Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with StewiejP. I'm StewiejP, you're not. This is a triple shot of Tier 9 French auto-loading action. This first game featuring me old mate the ThunderCatMan from Empire Clan in the Baby Bat, the Batchat 25t AP, the one that replaced the Lorraine 40 ton before the Lorraine became a Tier 8 premium tank. Now this one is a replay on Mountain Pass, and ThunderCatMan from Empire Clans platooned up with his old mate That's Life from Empire. A hell of a nice guy, That's Life, one of the nicest blokes you'd ever hope to meet, as the ThunderCatMan tries to spot mid in Mountain Pass, and of course he's getting spotted by that RU251 and maybe the T54 lightweight, as they've been promoted to Tier 9 as well. You know, the Baby Batchat, a lot of people say it's a little bit more realistic on the way to the Tier 10 Batchat. It is very, very similar. Having a look at it, it sort of looks the same. It looks very similar. Looks a lot like the AMX1390, which of course has been promoted to Tier 9 as well. And of course the Baby Batchat has a 6-shot auto-loader, 6-shot auto-loading French gun, 300 average damage, 232 penetration with standard rounds, 263 penetration with APCR, which is the premium rounds. And you can see ThunderCatMan has only loaded one clip of APCR. Of course, with the new matchmaking, when you're in a lineup like this, in a Tier 9 battle, there was 5 Tier 9 tanks on That's Life and ThunderCat's side. Now they're down to 3, but in a lightly armoured tank, or in a light tank, or even a medium tank like this, you can really absolutely smash it. So it looks like That's Life in the Mousekin's going for the bridge, where the argy bargy happens at 1AR Clan on a Saturday night. Make sure you tune in on Jimmy's IMC Twitch channel, as the ThunderCatMan is just looking around thinking, what the hell can I do here? Our team are down 1-3. It was 3-zip not so long ago. That's Life bouncing shots like a boss from his left, but that T54 lightweight looks like he just put a shot into the side of the Tier 10, Tier 9 German heavy tank, as ThunderCatMan takes a reload and moves back. He probably doesn't want to be going head to head with all those tanks down here on the eastern flank. The western flank, however, looks like it's absolutely capitulated. They've only lost 3 light tanks, ThunderCatMan and That's Life's team, as he cops the shot from the VK4502B. Luckily, the shot from the defender only managed to damage his tracks with a quick tap of the 5 key. Fixes his tracks up. Have a look at this FE4202. He doesn't know what to do. He's quite content just to kick back there and get in amongst the camouflage and try and defend the base from there. I guess it'll be interesting to see what he does. Now I know what you're probably thinking, well, not much has really happened here. He's only done 288 damage. He's spotted 470, which isn't bad, but hardly worthy of a replay. Just wait till it all starts to happen. ThunderCatMan is switched ammunition again, switching to APCR, probably looking at what's coming. The defender is on the way, the new, not that new anymore, but the premium Russian heavy tank, the VK4502B and the J Panther. They've all got a bit of armour. You'd think AP rounds would be okay for the J Panther, but that VK at Tier 9 and the defender, that's probably why ThunderCatMan's loading APCR rounds. He's probably thinking that he wishes he had more than one clip, as that French gun almost loads. He's got to look at the T54. Puts one shell into the Tier 9 Russian medium tank. Duffs the second shot. Third shot, that won't miss. One more shot will do, and your team will be back in this ThunderCatMan. He bounces it, and the Pershing takes the honours and gets rid of the Tier 9 Russian medium tank, as ThunderCatMan picks up the kill on the J Panther 2. The Scorpion G gets taken out by the Ferdinand, but now they're only down by 1 tank, 5-6. 6 all now, as the T34 kills that T54 lightweight. Looking at the minimap, you can see still a lot of tanks hanging around here. That's Life is out all on his own out here, coming back from the bridge, trying to bounce shots and obviously put a bit of pain into the enemy. That's Life gets taken out by the VK4502B. That's the tank he was probably looking at. That VK4502B was down to not a great amount of health, but looks like the defender's getting very aggressive and going for the cap, or going to try and turn that circle, as ThunderCatMan's gun finally comes back into action. He moves forward to try and spot these tanks. Spots the RU251, gets lit himself, gets one shot into the German Tier 9 light tank. And this T49 won't be able to do it by himself, so ThunderCatMan coming back around. The T49 does the right thing, gets rid of the lowly armoured Batchat 12t, the new Tier 8 French auto-loading light tank. And ThunderCatMan will be looking at the sides of that VK thinking, "Joe, I'd love to put a shot into him and get rid of him." So the defenders rolled onto the cap circle. ThunderCatMan just looking for the right angle as that T49 picks up that kill on the VK4502B. That was the danger tank, I think, in this little skirmish at their cap. He's looking at the defender. There you go. Your armour won't do you any good there. Goes aggressive, picks up his second kill, getting rid of the Tier 8 Russian premium heavy tank and evening the scoreboard up at 9 apiece. He's still got 3 bullets left in his clip. Bit of map ping going on by the T34. That's what people tend to do on the Asian server when they're dead, ping the map like their life depends on it. Maybe they think if they ping the map enough that then they can come back. Looking at that Ferdinand on full health, 1500 hit points. ThunderCatMan only on 1020. He'd love to get a shot into him, but he wants to make sure it's distracted. Gets one shot in for 290 hit points. Looks like the FV has had a shot. That sounded like the T49. Ferdinand still aiming ThunderCatMan's way, and he gets a couple of more quick shots in. Empties his clip, picks up his third kill, and again, still down by a tank, but again the ThunderCatMan pulls this game back from what was looking pretty bad into one tank down. It's at least manageable. He's picked up 3 kills. He's done nearly 3,000 hit points of damage, 1,000 assisted. Certainly doing his job here in the Batchat 25t AP, the Tier 9 French auto-loading medium tank. And he's trying to look for that RU251. He's confident that he's not spotted. His gun's nearly loaded up here on this little perch. He's probably got good vision onto that bridge, that RU251 though. He could have gone anywhere. It's reasonably quick. He's got 1,020 hit points up his sleeve. He's probably thinking I could go and bully that RU251. Might cop one shot in the mouth, but the autoloader should be able to clean him up. Auto aims and shoots. Does cop the shot, but with the autoloader, he's just going to hopefully go to town on the lightly armoured Tier 9 Russian light tank. He does cop another shot, takes a reload, evens the scoreboard up again. 11 apiece. That's 4 kills and over 4,000 damage for the ThunderCatMan from Empire Clan in the baby Batchat, the Batchat 25t AP. But he's still going. They still haven't won this. The score is 11 apiece. And that AMX M449, the new premium French heavily armoured heavy tank. He'd love to have one more bullet in the clip. And he's probably thinking that by the time I'm loaded, he's going to be around that corner. So what's ThunderCatMan going to do? All the enemy tanks have been spotted. They've all been spotted up here on the ice road. Is he going to go for a sneaky cap? Or maybe he's hoping that that's what the enemy think he's going to do. He's got 547 hit points up his sleeve, so he can afford to take a shot from that AMX M449, the Liberty tank. And he knows that he's only on about 240 hit points from memory. Looks like he's going to try and go around and flank them. Looking around there, you can see the IS-3's on full health, so that's a good sign that the IS-3, not sure how the rest of his game went, but hopefully he's not AFK. But of course, a full health IS-3 defending the cap against 2 heavies on 1,000 or 1,100 hit points between them. There you go, bounces a shot from the RU251, which is very, very handy. Picks up his 5th kill, getting rid of the German Tier 9 light tank. And for the first time, I reckon, since the start of this game, ThunderCatMan's team are up. He'll be looking at that AMX. He'll be thinking that AMX will be a nice shot. Looks like that WZ just fired. Of course, that WZ is doing the right thing and aiming ThunderCatMan's way. Cops the shot from the AMX M449. The T49 picks up the kill on the French heavy tank. The WZ111 gets taken out, the premium Chinese tank, and he'd dearly love to turn this into a top gun. Let's see if he can do it. He's got the back of the IS-3, but the T49's in his way. Puts a shot into the T49, and with the last shell of the game, he picks up the top gun in the end. A pretty comprehensive carry from the ThunderCatMan on Mountain Pass in the reasonably new baby Batchat, the Batchat 25t AP. It's an ace tank and mastery badge for the ThunderCatMan in that little round. The spotter medal for the assisted damage he did. Bruiser, duellist, fire for effect, top gun, and have a look at all those tanks that he spotted, damaged or killed. He had an absolute ripper on Mountain Pass. Carried it. He's put carry with a question mark in the description. I'd be putting an exclamation mark there, old son. That was certainly a carry. 4,761 damage, 6 kills for the top gun, 1358 base experience. He fired 24 shots, 21 hit, 19 went through. Little bit of, he reset the battle buddy, which is always a good sign, and 1,061 spotting damage. Made plenty of coin too, because he only had one round of APCR loaded, so he made nearly 41,000 credits after tax with a premium account, and that's what you'd expect in an ace tanker mastery badge replay in the baby Batchat, the Batchat 25t AP, the AutoLoading French medium tank, the one that replaced the Lorraine. As we move on to the second game in this triple shot of Tier 9 French auto-loading action. This is the old mate Agent Infinity, who's no stranger to this channel. Agent Infinity has finally gotten on board and joined 1AR clan, and since he's joined, he's clearly learned a lot from the likes of my good self and the other people that are in that clan. Only joking, he's always been a good player, Agent Infinity, and he's always been an asset to every clan he's been in. Unlike the start of this game, his first 2 shots didn't do much into the Centurion 7-1, and you can just see this AMX1390, even though it's been promoted to Tier 9, looks like it hasn't had any accuracy buffs. Some of those shots going a little bit wide. Only one of those shots landed in the clip for 206 damage, and you can see APCR rounds for standard are 240, 205 penetration, 248 penetration, and the AMX1390 is one of those tanks that has APCR as standard and as premium rounds, similar to the Swedish tank destroyers do that at the higher tiers, and I'm sure there's others as he looks to snipe on the WZ 132A, the new Chinese Tier 9 light tank, which is now unspotted. So he takes a reload and rolls back. I reckon that last shell would have went into the Chinese Tier 9 light tank, but we won't know till the end. One zip on Paris as Agent Infinity slowly moves towards the centre of the map, looking for vision down towards the southwest, where that Centurion 1 and that WZ was last seen. And also from this central part of the map, you can generally get some cheeky shots into whatever may be up here, where the pattern and his mate is, where the 2 patterns are. That's what I mean about that French accuracy. He fires clutch towards the Centurion 1, hoping for the kill shot. They're winning 2-zip. Oh, look at that. Is the Centurion 1 going to give it to him? He is. There's his first kill of the game. A very cheap kill, that one. I'm not sure what the Centurion 7-1 was thinking, poking out there when he was on 40 hit points. Maybe he didn't realise that he was lit, and he was feeling a little bit brave as Agent Infinity takes a reload. Of course, the AMX1390, with its promotion to Tier 9, it's also dropped the amount of shells in its clip. It's only a 4 shell clip, but with that drop in the amount of shells in the clip, it has picked up a considerable buff for its reload time. The reload time is a hell of a lot quicker than it used to be. Obviously, when you've got 6 shells in your auto-loading tank, then it's going to take a long time for the reload. But with 4, it's a lot more manageable. Pokes towards that T34. At T34, you don't want to cop a shot from that if you don't have to, especially in a lightly armoured tank like the AMX1390. 3-2's the score now. It's one of those patterns. Gets taken out in the northwest. Looking at the mini-map, you'd think that Agent Infinity's teammates should have the money on these people down here in the south. On the north, however, it's a totally different story as he puts a shot into the WZ 132A, the new Tier 9 Chinese light tank, the one that he was shooting at earlier. 2 shells left. Looks like the T-34 might be going to give him an opportunity. I don't know if that's going to do. Just not sure. Pardon me. That's a bit better. 250 damage into the Tier 8 Premium American heavy tank, the one with the big gun, as he takes another reload. He's got 7 standard APCR rounds left, 20 premium ones. Of course, this is from patch 9.18, but I don't think there's any real difference in the gameplay from patch 9.18 to 1.9 as the T28 prototype picks up the kill on the IS-6. That WZ1320A kills the Scorpion G, and look, that's where the action's happening here. But now it looks like the enemy are having a bit of a comeback down here in the south, getting rid of the Indian Panzer as well. Just a few minutes ago, that southern flank was looking all Agent Infinity's way. But look at the map, there's red everywhere. There's red tanks all the way around here, and they're outnumbered in the south now as Agent Infinity goes to town on this WZ1320A. Needs that shot to land, it doesn't. Only got 3 standard rounds left. He's pulling back for the reload, and he really needed to make that shot count if his team was going to have any chance. They're down 4-9. The T-49 does the job, gets rid of the Chinese medium tank. Looks like he's just realised that he's only got 3 shells left, so he switches to premium ammunition to make sure he's got a full clip. And he's got 20 rounds of premium ammunition. He's probably going to need all of it. And that's the last thing he wanted to see, the heavily armoured German premium tank destroyer. The Jag Panzer picks up the easy kill first on the Scorpion G, which is the right thing to do, and then 2 shots into the side of the Jag Tiger 8.8 sends him back to the garage as he's reloading again. That's the only downside. That's the only down thing about autoloaders. Sometimes it just feels like you're reloading all the time. As he turns to focus onto the UDES on 450 hit points, he should be loaded by the time he comes around that corner. T-49's not going to wait for him to come around that corner. He's going straight in for the dirt, and the T-49 doing a brilliant job there. He's on 2 kills as well. Agent Infinity from 1AR clan, he's on 3 kills, 2,730 hit points of damage, and as he started to aim towards the IS-3, does the right thing there, puts a bush between him and the Russian heavy tank, bounces 2 shells, takes another reload. 9-10, they're only down by 1 tank now, and Agent Infinity looking to see if he can carry this and carry it hard. After this game, we'll have another game from Agent Infinity from 1AR clan in the same tank, AMX1390 French Tier 9 light tank. One of the first ones that was promoted, as he puts a shot into the Defender. Takes the Defender down to a 1 shot. 9-11 to score. He's done nearly 3,000 damage. 3 kills. As he waits for that French gun to reload. Still a little bit concerning. They're still down by 2 tanks, and it's all heavy tanks. Apart from the T-26 E4 Super Pershing, every tank on the enemy side is a heavy, and they're pretty well armoured too. 2 IS-3s, a T-34, an E-75, and a Defender. What's he going to be able to do? Yeah, side shots into the IS-3. Needs to make these count if his team are going to pull this back. 1 more shot. There's the kill. That's his 4th kill. 10-12. They lost the RHM, the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger, the Tier 8 German tank destroyer, in that skirmish as well. But Agent Infinity on 4 kills and nearly 3,800 damage. He's doing his best to carry this one as he pulls back whilst reloading. He'll be hoping that T-28 prototype can bounce a few shots, and he'd love to get rid of that Defender. He might have his side. He hasn't been spotted yet. He will get spotted when he fires, but it doesn't matter because he picks up his 5th kill of the game, sending the premium Russian heavy tank back to the garage, taking a reload because he knows that he is a fair way from the action now and needs to get in and try and help his mates. That T-34 is only on 13 hit points. The IS-3 will be a challenge on 1,125, but the Super Pershing looks like he's a 1 shot as well. And Agent Infinity will be licking his lips saying there should be 2 easy kills in this for me if I can get in there in time, and that'll put the advantage back in our favour. The T-26 E4 gets killed by the T-49, and so Agent Infinity doing the right thing here, trying to take that IS-3 down, gets him down to 40 hit points, waits for his gun to reload again. He's only got 8 shells left. The way things are going, he might need all of them. He's done nearly 5,000 damage in this game for his 5 kills. The T28 prototype gets taken out, but so does the T34 and T49 having an absolute ripper on 4 kills. Agent Infinity on 5 kills with nearly 5,000 hit points of damage. Still got 654 hit points up his sleeve, so he can afford to take one shot from these enemy tanks, but no more. But I know what he'll be thinking. He's not thinking about getting shot. He's thinking about carrying this game. It's 13 all. He's done 5,000 damage. The IS-3 will be a one-shot. That's what he's going to want to shoot first. And it looks like they're both aiming towards the T49. Picks up the kill on the IS-3. That's the top gun. One more shell to take the E75 down to a one-shot. And that little burst, as well as everything else that he's done during this game, has turned this game right around. He's letting his teammates know he's only got one shot left. He's on the reload. The E75 still aiming towards the T49. This will be the last shot of the game. If it bends, it does. And that's 7 kills for Agent Infinity on Paris in the Tier 9 French light tank, the AMX1390. As we have a quick look at the post-game battle results, it's no surprise to anybody. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. A well-deserved Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Agent Infinity from 1AR Clan, as well as a Bruiser Medal, Fire for Effect, High Caliber for doing all that damage, a Sniper, because some of that damage was sniped from a little bit of a distance, but he picked up the top gun as well, and well and truly carried that game on Paris. Look at all those tanks that he spotted, damaged and destroyed. He had an absolute perler, 6,292 damage, 7 kills, 1,491 base experience. T49 did alright too, 4 kills. Nothing compared to Agent Infinity though as far as damage goes. He fired 37 shots, 34 hit, 29 went through, 6,292 damage, 1,788 sniped, and only received 2 hits. It felt like more when he was down to some low health. Cost him a few credits though, because it was premium ammunition all the way towards the end, but a well-earned Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in that battle on Paris. Agent Infinity. Here he is again. This time he's platooned up with his old mate Dracothel, also from 1AR Clan. Now these two were in a different clan together not so long ago. I think it was Anzaf. Could be wrong. I'm not often wrong, but every now and then I am. In this battle, Agent Infinity is platooned up with Dracothel. They're both in the AMX1390s, and they're both looking to smash out some damage. This time he's gone for 20 premium rounds and 20 normal rounds, as he gets one shot into the T49, another shot into the Batchat 12t, the Tier 8 French light tank, picks up the kill on the Batchat 12t and then pulls back, wants to make sure no one can snipe him out as his gun reloads. 665 damage early on, pretty handy to see. The only downside about recording replays in the mornings is often that coffee goes pretty cold. But Agent Infinity's anything but cold. Putting damage into the Scorpion G and the Indian Panzer. Looks around, they're no longer lit. Probably wants to look to his left pretty soon, I think. A couple of light tanks being spotted on the eastern flank in Ruinberg. Spots the IS-3. No, that's an Indian Panzer, but he did spot that IS-3 as well. Tries to take a cheeky shot towards the Tier 8 German medium tank. Doesn't land, so he takes the reload. He's already got 1,160 damage. 2 1s a score. And moving into the central part of Ruinberg, just trying to get some vision around there. Dracothel picks up his first kill of the game, getting rid of the T49. Of course, those T49s can do a bit of damage to the anything lightly armoured, such as this tank. Shoots and misses the Batchat. That's the Tier 10 Batchat. And with the new matchmaking, there's only 3 Tier 10 tanks in this game. As he finally lands a shot on the Tier 10 French medium auto-loading machine. 3 1s a score. He's just trying to take it easy here, waiting for that gun to reload again. Looking around, looking to see where these opportunities are going to present themselves. There's a few tanks over here. I reckon that's where he's going to be looking. That Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. He's not going to be bouncing too many shots. Puts 1 shot into the German tank destroyer. 2, 3. Let's make it a full clip. He does. Puts a full clip into the very dangerous Tier 8 German tank destroyer, the lightly armoured Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger with a very accurate and very damaging gun. He's taken him down for a one shot, so Agent Infinity or Dracothel might pick him up later on. Or maybe I'll leave it for someone else. 3-2's the score. He's already done 2,374 hit points of damage in the AMX1390, recently promoted to Tier 9. I haven't had many games in mind, but it's still a fun tank to play, that's for sure. Dracothel looks like he's in a little bit of strife in that central road. Down to 28 hit points. Agent Infinity doing his best to dissuade those enemy tanks from pushing through. Double bushing there, getting behind that bush to minimise his chances of being spotted. And now he's down to 3 standard rounds again. That's what happened in the last game. Dracothel picks up his second kill, getting rid of the Indian Panzer. And Agent Infinity on 3,312 hit points of damage already. 5-3's the score. And it's slowly but surely with these AutoLoaders, they're slowly chipping away at these enemy tanks. Looking at the minimap, a number of tanks in the town and a few lights up here. The RU251, T62A, I reckon, might have been spotted down there, as well as the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. As he realises he doesn't have a full clip, so he takes the reload, switches to premium ammunition, which tells me he's probably going to be going for the T30, maybe the Tiger 2, the IS-3. Or the heavily armoured tanks in the middle. There's that RU251. He puts one shot into the German light. 2 shots, sets him on fire, shoots him again. Dracothel gets taken out by the RU251. And as he empties his clip into the German light tank, his team just capitulates. TBP T5051 follows Dracothel back to the garage. 5-7's the score. He's on 4,282 hit points of damage. Just the one kill. Lets his teammates know that he's reloading by hitting the F8 key. And is he going to go back and try and help that M4A1 Revloir, the ravioli tank? Crashes into a building. It's not something I do every day, but you know, never know. Never mind. This is the last game in this triple shot of AutoLoading Tier 9 French tank action. And tomorrow we might do a little bit of Tier 8 stuff, including an old Clan Wars replay. But anyway, you're still looking towards that T62A, that Revloir, the ravioli tank. Is not going to last too long if that T62A pushes him. So Agent Infinity on 1200 health wants to try and get into a position where he can at least unload a clip into the Tier 10 Russian medium tank. He knows that's a danger tank. Looks like the M4A1 Revloir has copped at least one shot from the T62A. And there it is. At least the Rev got a shot into him, and that helped Agent Infinity pick up his second kill and get rid of a dangerous Tier 10 tank out of the game. He does cop a shot from the RHM, who's clearly moved up to that little village in the east. And I reckon once Agent Infinity moves away, gets unspotted and reloads his clip, he'll be able to outvision the Tier 8 German tank destroyer easily, hopefully. Or is he going to help the blokes in the middle? Doesn't look like they really need too much help. They're up by a tank 10-9, but there's only 3 enemy tanks here, and there's 4 friendly tanks there. One of them's a lightly armoured German Tier 8, but you've got the T30, the Jagdpanzer, and the Oho. All got plenty of armour, so they can all get pretty aggressive. And it looks like they're all on pretty good health too. The Jagdpanzer 100 on 938. As oh, that was painful. There you go. There's his third kill. Gets rid of the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger out of that little village while I was distracted with these other tanks in there. The FV4 005 down to 310 hit points. That'll be an easy kill. IS-3 only on 232. And the Tiger 2 as Agent Infinity lights up the Tier 8 French SPG. He gets spotted himself. He's waiting for that gun to reload. His auto aim. There's one shot. He shoots. The Artie shoots and misses. Agent Infinity doesn't shoot and miss though. Picks up his 4th kill. Brings his damage count up to 5,500 damage. A little bit of assisted too. His gun's reloading again, and yet again, nearly out of shells. Down to 9 shells, but he's well and truly done his job with 5,500 hit points of damage with this battle on Ruinberg. It's time to try and flank these heavy tanks, see if he can pick up some more damage. Looks like he might not be able to. The FV4 005 on 165 health all those tanks are just going to charge towards it. And in the end, a comfortable win, even though at some stages of that game it was looking a little bit drastic, but an absolute ripper on Ruinbird, featuring Agent Infinity from 1AR Clan and the AMX1390. You can see it's another Ace Tanker Mastery badge from the hero. Bruiser, fired up, fire for effect, high caliber, and have a look at that. Absolutely carried that one, even though he wasn't right in amongst it with the heavies. All those heavy tanks that were engaging the enemy tanks for so long, yet no one really had a massive score apart from the Jag doing 2,617, but that's only 4 shots. Sure, it does have a long reload, but all these other tanks were fighting in the middle. I suppose they all did a little bit, but Agent Infinity 5,537 hit points of damage, 4 kills, 13, 36 base experience, 31 shots fired, 25 hit, 24 did damage, and that was enough for an Ace Tanker Mastery badge. Cost him some more coins though, with standard account and APCR premium ammunition. Cost him for nearly 50k in credits, but well worth it for yet another Ace Tanker Mastery badge from Agent Infinity from 1AR Clan. And that's just about it for this triple shot of Tier 9 French action, the medium Batchat, the Baby Bat 25t AP, and the AMX1390. Thanks for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.